Okay, everyone, happy Tuesday to all of you. I am King 5 Meteorologist Adam Claibon. Nice to see a little more sunshine here this afternoon. We get a lot more of it by the latter part of the week. Next few days, we're still going to see those clouds move in and out. Some rain chances too going to be sticking around for us with some chillier air and the possibility with that colder air in place. The lowlands could see some snow. I don't think we're going to see any of that accumulating. We'll see only a very little bit up across the mountains. But first, let's take a look live outside at shoreline. You can see the clouds moving across the sky and give you those at least periods of sunshine to go along with the very periodic rain showers. Same thing for the coast too. Maybe a little more clouds out this way around La Push and then south coast down towards Westport, seeing more sunshine into some of those parts. Next up, Bellingham skies, some blue showing up, also some clouds in some of those areas where we're noticing some of the rain and a lot more of it. Skagit and more of Snohomish counties where our convergence zone is, so that's why it looks a little more dreary here at our Granite Falls School Net side. And then Everett also looking cloudy and seeing a few water droplets showing up on the camera lens there. Check out the snow levels. They dipped down all the way to 500 feet late tonight, early Wednesday morning. And then we start to bounce back a little bit later on into the week, but colder air mass in place could lead, yes, again, to some of those snowflakes mixing in with some of the rain. More on that here in a second. First, temperatures, which are chilly here across western Washington. Low to mid 40s for a lot of our locations. Big picture, well, some active weather down across parts of Florida. They have an area of low pressure in the Gulf of Mexico there. We have some active weather too, some thunderstorm activity farther east across more of Washington heading into Idaho. For us, no thunderstorms, but we are keeping an eye out for some of those showers here up across parts of Snohomish and Skagit County. And it's right here, I did mention it, that's where we'll have the best opportunity of keeping a lot of the rain here throughout the day, but maybe some of those heavier pockets of showers bringing down some colder air from the upper parts of the atmosphere for a tiny possibility of some of that snow mixing in. You can already see some of that white showing up right here into some of these parts as you go into parts of Skagit County. So something, of course, to keep in mind. I don't think we're going to have to worry about any accumulations with this, but heavier precipitation definitely down or up into some of those parts, while farther south here across more Mason County, more in Thurston County, showers off and on in nature. So that's our system one that's going to be moving on through and keeping things kind of active. That convergence zone dies off later on here into the evening. So at 10 o'clock, we'll see that activity start to move out, but still an area of low pressure spinning across the western side of the state, diving southward into Oregon. We'll keep some showers around into maybe the early parts of your Wednesday. Then we're drier for a lot of the day on Wednesday, maybe a pop-up shower, possibly a small chance of a storm with that daytime heating tomorrow afternoon. That begins to die off, and then we'll head on into Thursday. Next system right on its heels, so we're going to keep things relatively active and wet again later on into the work week. And I think we get more of a break coming on into the upcoming weekend. So let's talk rain totals. Should it be nearly as impressive as the last couple of days? So we'll talk maybe about a 1/10 to a 1/4 of an inch for most, getting up closer to about maybe a 1/2 an inch for some parts of the south coast. While right here you can see that lowland snow accumulation. It shows a lot of zeros here across western Washington, but what I wanted to really point your attention to is what's happening right up here, northern Snohomish, parts of southern Skagit County. That's where we have the better opportunity of maybe getting some of that snow to fly from the sky. As far as accumulations, I think that's going to be highly unlikely here with our system as it moves on through, and really not going to see a whole lot across the mountains either as we go over the next 24-36 hours. By 8:30 tomorrow or heading into Thursday at 8 p.m. Yeah, we can see 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 inches of snow across a lot of our mountain passes. Higher amounts will be farther north there across Mount Baker as we can get closer to a foot of snow there. Highs today, chilly, upper 40s, low 50s, showers off and on in nature farther to the north and here to the south as we get more of those sun breaks too. More low 50s around this way, closer to Redmond, Issaquah, upper 40s around Kingston, Poulsbo, Everett, topping off at 46 with the heavier rain moving through, and seeing a lot of lower 50s across South Sound with highs in the upper 40s getting up into the foothills of Pierce County. Overnight lows dropping into the mid to upper 30s, so those colder airs and those colder temperatures are still going to be sitting around here for the next couple of mornings. So lows dropping into the 30s, highs just barely getting into the 50s, and by the time we head into Friday, there's your dry day there, 54. Trying to warm up a little more and probably going to keep more clouds around this weekend. So unfortunately, not quite as warm as what we were hoping when we were going to get closer to 60. It looks like we might hold on to more of the mid 50s. And the pattern, it does keep going on here into the middle part of April as we'll keep these cooler temperatures and this active pattern really going, calling for more rain ahead. As far as the snow, don't think we're going to have to worry much about that here in the lowlands, but we could see a little more up there across the mountain passes to keep those ski resorts open a little longer here, deeper into the season. Well, everyone, take care. Have a tremendous Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon.